Hey guys, Baytaa here. Today I'm extremely excited to do a quick review for you guys for the UMI Emax. But not only that, with collaboration with geekbuying.com, I'm able to actually provide you guys this device as a giveaway, and I'll give you guys the rules for the giveaway at the end of this video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this great device. So we're going to start off the video real quick by doing a quick review and my experience of using the device for about a week, and then I'll give you guys the rules for the giveaway and hope you guys enjoy this. So starting it off with the actual device, this is the UMI Emax. It is a 5.5-inch display, 1080p display running at 441 ppi. We're looking at a device that supports two cameras, a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, a 13-megapixel f2.2 camera in the back with LED flash. This is a test of the front-facing camera on the UMI Emax. I just want to do a test of audio and picture. I'll go ahead and switch back to the back camera. This is a test of the UMI Emax back-facing camera. Just want to show you guys a quick sample of the back-facing camera running on, I think it was at 13 megapixels. I'm also going to go show you guys a quick set of pictures that I was able to take with the camera. Overall, okay, decent pictures. I wouldn't call them the best pictures, but again, depending on the lighting situation, with more light you get better pictures, and less light, they're acceptable. Again, not that bad for the price point. The other thing that we have here is an octa-core. This is a MediaTek device CPU. It's running a 1.7 octa-core processor. It is a 64-bit processor. Unfortunately, we're running Android 444, which is not a 62-bit, it's a 32-bit operating system on it. But this will support a Lollipop with a future update directly from UMI. The next thing we're looking here is we have 2 gigs of built-in storage, 16 gigs of internal ROM, expandable via micro SD card on the side. This is a dual SIM supporting device. It runs 2 micro SIMs, not standard size SIMs or nano. So you can put in 2 micro SIMs in here, and then you'll be able to actually use it on both systems. Now, it does actually say that this device supports LTE out in LTE bands. Unfortunately, not in the US, so please be aware that 3G or HSPA Plus is about the maximum you're going to get out of this. But even then, I'm able to get some good speeds. So that was one of the main things I realized that was a beneficial thing. LTE is great as far as when you're doing really, really fast downloading, but then when you're getting 3G HSPA Plus, sometimes it actually does the work almost the same. You wouldn't even notice it unless you're doing speed tests, right? So the last thing I want to mention obviously here is that we do have most of the standard functionalities that you'd expect within a device. So we have Bluetooth, GPS, we do have obviously proximity sensors, light sensors. The one thing we don't have is NFC, but this is something that is replaced by MediaTek's built-in version of Hobnock. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. Hotnock. So it's essentially a MediaTek version of Bump, if you've ever used that application, and it works only with MediaTek-based devices. So unfortunately, I don't have another system for MediaTek to be able to actually test this out, but it has the Hobnock functionality built into it. But it is something that you can use instead of NFC. The next thing I want to talk about is usage and experience of having this device. Honestly, with an octa-core 64-bit processor, that much RAM on the system, it really is, there's no reason for you to even expect any stutter, and I don't have any. The almost near stock experience of 444 on this device is really nice. There's some small customization as far as the ability to do basically double tapping on the screen to unlock. You also have the ability of using some gestures on the device, which is nice. A lot of the different devices, you can actually draw an M on it and it'll turn on and put the media player. You can go directly into your dialer, you can dial a number. I found it to be really functional from that sense. No stutter as far as the actual OS. I was able to even install Nova on this and it worked pretty well. You have 2 gigs of RAM. It's pretty decent. It's more than the normal standard what you expect. Now, the other thing as far as the usage of what you can do, call quality was pretty decent as far as when I used the headset, so I was able to make calls, and both parties were able to, myself and the other party on the other side, were able to hear each other quite well. The one thing I would say basically is that the sound on the speaker is pretty loud, so it gets loud enough, but may not be the highest quality that you expect, but it's still decent enough for what it'd be able to do from this device. The next thing I want to mention obviously is the ability when you use it on speakerphone when you're calling. I found that the sound quality wasn't as good as when you're on the phone directly, but that's expected with a speaker. Any device will do that. So one thing I want to make sure that you guys are aware of obviously here is for the price point and the fact that this is a 9.7 millimeter device and it's extremely thin, very nice. The only bump you see on the back is basically where the camera is, and other than that it actually looks very sleek. It's not a removable back, so you don't have the ability to actually see the 3780 milliamp power battery here that we have in the back, but I can tell you that for a device this thin, this nice, the dimensions on it, a 5.5-inch display, the battery is really, really good. I was able to get on average between 1 to 2 days on average charge. The standby on it extremely well, even with Google Play services running in the background. Overall, I'm very happy with the device, the way I would use it. I'm very sad that I have to give it away, but again, that was the whole purpose of the device, was sent to me to do a quick video for you guys and then give it away to a lucky winner. So without further ado, let me give you guys the pros and cons. Before I forget, of course, the main benefit of this is this device comes rooted out of the box. It's intended to be used and customized. UMI does provide different level of customizations. There's actually different versions of ROMs that you can download directly and install with them. They do have their own tool. I'll give you guys a link to that. And you can actually flash multiple different ROMs and then switch back between whichever ones you'd like. But again, it's rooted right out of the box. I installed Titanium Backup to test it out, and it does have some applications in there that you could use. So without further ado, let's talk about the pluses and the pros and cons. The plus: screen size, brightness, the actual, the size that you actually expand the device memory. You have the ability of adding, 2 SIM cards to standby, and it works really well. And one of the main things, obviously, I want to make sure that you guys are aware of is the price and the weight. It's actually pretty nice. It's not that heavy. It's easy. I would recommend that if you do get this, to maybe pick up a case. That's something that you, depending on your preference. One more plus: it's rooted right out of the box. That is by far, I think, the main thing that I would ever even look at a device. If it comes rooted, to me, that tells me that the manufacturer is just saying, hey, we want you to have the best experience on your device. Customize it to your liking. The next thing I want to talk about is not so positive, but again, not so negative as well. We don't have LTE in the US. That's something that it's not a negative, but I would have loved to see LTE functionalities in the US. The next thing, obviously, we want to get here is the sound quality on the speaker is not necessarily the best, but it works. It gets pretty loud, and it does the work that you need it to do. And then again, it's not a Quad HD display, but again, for the price point, it's not really expected. So it is customizable. You can definitely check out the link below with, again, the functionalities that you're able to do with it. And then without further ado, let's talk about the giveaway. The giveaway is pretty simple. It's going to be a 1-week giveaway starting on the 22nd of June, going all the way to the 28th of June at midnight Pacific Standard Time in the US. Any entries beyond that point, unfortunately, will not count. So, and what we're going to do is generate using random.org. We're going to pick one winner, and we'll announce it on the 29th of June. The way you want to be able to enter is, obviously, you need to like and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel here on YouTube, and as well leave a comment on the video so that I know you're actually, communicated directly through the actual commenting system. The next thing is I'll give you guys a link to the geekbuying.com Facebook page, and would like you guys to be able to make sure to give them a like there. So make sure you like the page there, and as long as you meet those 2 criteria, you're going to be able to be entered into this. And there's only 1 entry per person, so unfortunately it doesn't count if you add multiple comments, but I do appreciate it if you do. The next thing I want to make sure you guys have access to, which is really cool, is I was able to get you guys access to a coupon that gives you a 5% discount store-wide at geekbuying.com that you guys will be able to use. I'll give that to you guys in the description below. And not only that, also the ability to take $8 off the price of the UMI Emax if you decide to pick up your own device from geekbuying.com. Again, I'll give you guys a link in the description below. It's a great device for the price, and it really does really well. By comparing it to the other MediaTek device that I reviewed, which is the #1 X1, this just kind of surpasses it. It says, octa-core 64-bit processing, and hopefully with Lollipop coming in on it, we'll have a much better experience. Again, thank you to geekbuying.com for allowing me to do this video for them, and it's a collaboration video between myself and them. Let me know again in the comments, like and subscribe and share, and I will see you guys soon.